Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various regions, provinces, oblasts, districts, provinces, whatever you call it, across the world. And doing so on GeoGuessr, wherever it is possible. And the aim is just to have a good time, have a look around, and try to score 25,000 points in a GeoGuessr game in the area of the day. And if I succeed in doing so, well, I will take that area off the long list of regions of the world that I do have, for that region never to feature again in the series, unless there is a request for it. And if I fail to play 25,000 points, the region stays on the list and may feature at a later date. So this is an open-ended series. It doesn't have any set ending or any set schedule, but at the moment I post 4 days a week, and then we'll see how that works out. Today we are moving into Japan. That's the first round in Japan, and that is one of the reasons why I'm doing this series. I really wanted to play more Japan. It's an interesting country in many ways. I tried to learn Japanese once upon a time, but never had anyone to speak it to, or rather, I guess, did not have the time to seek out someone to speak and practice it with. So that fell into disrepair, and now it's only sort of the very most basic words, and I don't really remember the katakana and the hiragana anymore. And not to mention the kanji. No. So those are the three most common, three most widely used alphabets in Japan. 2 phonetic ones and one sort of iconographic one, which isn't quite correct. But anyways, so Kōchi-ken is the region we go into today. So you see it's on the south on the island of Shikoku. And well, what to say about this? Well, we don't know, except that we shall get going and hope that this will take less time than the desert in Oman did yesterday. That was a brutal one. Absolute mess. Oh, by the way, I forgot to check. Have I? Yes, I have. I've done the 5K sensitivity setting to 25K, where it belongs. And then we have to put the link to the challenge in a safe spot, so I know where it is when I am going to set up and post the episode later on, which will be in a few weeks, given that this is the day that episode 4 is posted, and this is episode 21 or 22 or something, but we'll see about that once it gets posted. So anyways, okay, we are, I would assume this is a kind of school or institute or something. And so we're definitely in a city. Okay, so the main city, of course, is Kochi. And we've got Nankoku. Pronunciation of Japanese words is actually fairly easy for a Norwegian, because most of the Japanese pronunciation is very close to the Norwegian one, with some vital exceptions like the letter F or F. Apparently you're supposed to say that without your teeth touching your lips. So it's barely audible. Yeah, I can't read these guys. So we just have to, let's see, we're heading south. Yeah, that's a good direction. That's heading towards the sea. So, and while getting the grip on Japanese can be hard, usually, by and large, the Japanese are fairly good at putting up signs in But Romanji as well, if I got that right. Romanji is just basically a Latinized alphabet. Bakery and cafe over what place? So we're heading into the hills here. Oh, wait, but I see blue signs up ahead. That's good. So, let's see now. Here we got an intersection with... I don't know this brand, but we'll find out. Of this fuel station, and I don't know the franchise. And if I could still read my... I don't remember whether that's the katakana or the hiragana. But, yeah, that's the one they use for more modern words or imported words. And, now we briefly saw the other kind. That disappeared off a wall here, but, okay. Nakamura, Kōchi. Ooh, Kōchi is 113 kilometers away. Well, that can't be to the south. On the 439, okay. Well, here's the 439. So 113 kilometers away. How does that work? Have I, like, totally missed the drawing on this map? Or are we, like, right on the border? So Nakamura Station. Nakamura. So unless the 413... Oh, wait. The 439 is over here as well. And here's a train. There's a train down here as well, but... so we need to find Nakamura. Nakamura. Let's see, what could that be? At Ashizuri Misaki. Yeah, that's a thing I've often experienced in Japan, is that you may see the sign for something, but it is sometimes incredibly hard to find on the map. Okay, so here's the border between the prefectures. Let's see if we can find Nakamura. It ought to be a fairly sizable town. Of course, now I'm playing this quite late at night, so my brain may not be as switched on as it ought to be, but I just couldn't resist the temptation of playing one more game today. Nakatosa. And we're way too close to that, and... But the 439... So we got the 439 crossing the railroad there. Oh, here's Nakamura. Okay. Right. So the road we've been going on is going somewhat... Yeah, so we must be... I reckon we're on this one. Although... Let's see now. Oh, wait a minute. This road turns. It turns. And that's not a common trait among these roads. And it turns eastwards. So could we be... Here's a petrol station, yes. So... If I look over here, there should be a family mart. Yep. Okay. Right. These cars, they are everywhere in Japan. And nowhere else outside. And while they might seem boxy and ungainly, And they're also very practical in narrow streets like the ones they got in Japan. So let's see, so we're on this street somewhere. Now I need to figure out where's that thingy where we... I think we were up here at the Nakamura Junior High School. If I'm right, this should be a grocery store on the corner here. Let's see, so this is the first one in. And there's a Mitsu... Let's see, this should be a grocery store. Here. Organic Kuraishi. Well, that doesn't match what it says there, though. But if the building on the other side here has a diagonal wall, that one, then we're good. Okay. No, don't be hasty, young Master Hobbit. Yeah, we should be here. Fruit and veggies here. Yep, that matches the kanji. Yep. Then we are here. Goody. Nice thought. Ooh. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. This is where Japan gets tricky. Oh boy. Okay, so we got a tiny straight bit of road between two bends, and we have just finished this bend, so that is handy. Let's see what else we can glean of information. There's plenty of stuff going on. Something that's open between 8 and 5. And something that I cannot read. I should really brush back up on my... Let's see, we go into Shimantotova. Shimantotova, here's Shimanto. So Shimantotova towards the southwest. So it could actually be... I don't know if there's any correlation between Shimanto and Shimantotova. But if there is. Well, it could be. I mean, we could be along this stretch of river. That would be about 13 kilometers to Shimanto. Shimantoya. But not Shimantotova, but for all I know, Shimantotova could mean something that works with this. So, let's see now. So we're looking kind of like the direction-ish. But no, this is not the place. This is not the place. We got the Shimanto River. Maybe that is a clue. So, a submersible bridge. What is going on here? Another one. Interesting. So, yeah, this river must be navigable. Here's another bridge. That's going to be the railroad bridge that crosses here on the Yodo line. And then we're coming up to an intersection. And another tunnel. And in 400 meters, the 439 and 381 will meet. Okay, so we're somewhere here. And as I remember, we must be about here. We have just finished that bend. So in my eyes, we should be about here. But the trouble with this bend is that it doesn't really end on the map. Yeah, we're much farther along. Further. We are. We're up here. Let's see. I would go as far as to say that we are up. Let's see. So when we. Here we go. So we start tipping around really quickly. And. I'd say we're about here. Maybe even here. No, we're not. Buggeroo. Lost. Dang. That was... Is this one of those submersible bridges? This looks... Well, I guess with submersible, and I guess they don't mean that they lower it, but that it may get flooded. Interesting concept. Let's just have a look at this river. Okay, so here we have definite riverboat. If we are on the same river, I have a feeling we might be a bit further upstream. Well, the valley is very wide. Okay, so let's have a look at the road that's on top here, what it says. Oh. Okay. Oh, no access for motorized vehicles. No access for trucks and buses. Okay, let's see what's beyond here. Okay, that's definite countryside. Just, we'll have a little look exploring. There's a tiny village here. And a main road. Aha. Okay. Shimanto City Office. We've seen that one already. 5 kilometers. So, well, Shimanto is here, but I don't think... Well, actually, let's see, we're looking southeast now. So if we look at southeast, there's a Shimanto City Office. So Shimanto down here. Oh, there's lots of Shimanto stuff going on here. Shimanto City Office. And Ivada. And what does it say? Sada Shinkabashi Toilet and Rest. Next to a bridge. Shimantocho. No, yeah, Shimantocho Chuo. I see, but it said something else. Roadside rest area. Aguri Kubokawa. I wonder what that might be. Huh. This is a puzzler. Then we got the Nakamura Ogata cycling road. Yeah, let's see now. So Nakamura, of course, is the city that was down here. All the way down here is Nakamura. And then there's Ogata cycling road. That must be somewhere up here, I think. So cycling route between these two areas. But okay, we are close to Shimanto City. And local road 340. Okay. So it's a 329 and a 25 and a 28 and a 81, 67, 332, 340 is over here. Okay, so I guess Shimanto must be some sort of sub-district of Kōchi-ken. And there might be Shimanto city offices just about everywhere. But, okay, which side of the river are we on? We're on the western side of the river. So, we haven't found out the name of that. Whoopsie. Hang on. Let's see, Iwata and Manabori, is that what it says? That was hard to read, even harder now. Huh, Kawanobori. That must have been it. So, that strongly suggests that this is the river we were at. Right? Just for one thing. We don't see Ivada anywhere here. And that's supposed to be only 2 kilometers to the east. So how does that work? How many kilometers does it say? Hard to tell. Is it 7? If it's 7, then we are... No, that can't be right. We're almost in the city. But I guess we could... So definitely on the 340, that is... a definite. So, if I keep moving this way, let's see now. I did not want to go that way, but I ended up there anyway. Okay, and the road curves sharply towards the east. So how about this one? I mean, it could be. Except for lack of houses. And of course it's not the 340, so it can't be. Okay, then we go for this thing. So we've got houses on the top side here. It's supposed to be a lake out here somewhere. Can't vouch for that. But there are roads. And there are houses. Let's have a look at that particular house up there. Yes, there is a building on the low side of the road here. That is that shed there should be that one. Yep. Okay, and then there should be a lake in the trees here. The Sada. So yeah, and then we had the lay-by that I didn't go to, and here we can see the water. Aha. Okay, so this is our bridge. This is our bridge now. As far as I can see, we're standing right where the water and thingy meets each other, but if there's one thing I don't trust in Google, it's how wide this river is. For all I know, we could be placed out there. But the curve of the river on the bank suggests that this is right. And it was. Okay, that took a good while. Right, okay, greenhouses. And there's a road there. And there's a road there, which is the main road. Or mainer. More main. Mainish. I guess this one. And this is the sort of stuff you get in Taiwan quite often. And end up in these endlessly convoluted growing fields. Let's see, so here we go north. Ah, excellent. We hit the main road right off the bat, and there's a sign. Let it be a sign of good times. Going southwest, and we are entering Nankoku City. And Nankoku City is here. We're going southwest, but the problem with Nankoku is, of course, we don't know which road we're coming into Nankoku from. Or by. So maybe we should head up and have a little look at the sign that is above the road in the distance here. Telling us that this is the 31. And we're heading into Kami. There was a river. Did we cross a river? And we are bending on the 31, but that bend is going in the wrong direction. Let's see now. So we were heading southwest. On the what? 31 doesn't do southwest. It does sort of southwest, but maybe it would be better to look at... No, this is the 31. Can we see something about the 195? So 195 is up here. This road. So how does this work? And here, apparently the 31 takes off to the side. This makes absolutely no sense to me. So here's Kami. Wait a minute. Wait. We came from where we took onto this road. There was something funky about the intersection because it was on a river. Right? Or was this it? Oh, this was it. Dang, I thought we were on the river. That was a bit of a blow. Can we please get back on the highway again? No? What I mean? So there we go. Okay, so this isn't a river. But it is a sort of an odd... Let's see. So if we are indeed on the 31, and I had grave doubts about that. Because you see, it's going the wrong way. It's supposed to go northeast. So this 31 must refer to... Like, okay, so what stuff goes northeast? Well, we have this road. That doesn't match, does it? And there is no railroad on the side here. There's something really, really funky about this sign. So we can't be on the 31. So can we be on the 195? That's the next question. Because that's got I'm going in the correct direction, and it's also making the right bends. So I think that actually might be... So here's the 31. Now let's see. Oh, there's some pools and stuff, so let's see. Yeah, the 31 goes off to the south, and it does go at a bit of an angle. Okay. There should be a canal before long. Or a dike. And these houses here that are coming up are lining that dike together with the road. That's a dike. Not entirely certain about the... Yeah, then we got greenhouses, loads of greenhouses over there. Okay then. Right. So is this where we came onto the road? Let's see. Let's find our intersection. And stay on that side of the road, please. Here is our intersection. And that's got to be this one. Yeah. Sort of doing an awkward thing off here. So, were we down there then? Yeah, pretty much. Now, of course, the trouble with greenhouses is that they aren't permanent things. So that must be that house. But then there are two buildings. That one and that one. I can only see one. But we're looking... Should be about there. Because we're looking at this building, which must be that. I'm gonna go with that. Bullseye. Nice. Took a long time, but okay. Fourth round. Fairly rural road from the look of it. And like much of this part of Japan, very nice and green. Well, pretty much all of Japan is very nice and... Are we coming up on the sea? No, we're not. And that's a business, a gravel pit. Okay, so we're not coming up on the sea. This was a rice paddy. There's several of them. So I'm wondering, is there any economy in planting rice in Japan anymore? I mean, arable land must be at the premium. Okay, well, so we are somewhere close to the sea because that is a tsunami direction, i.e., rather where you should run to take shelter from a tsunami. Okay, what do we have here? 321. These numbers are starting to seem quite familiar. And Ashizuri Cape. Could this be Ashizuri Cape? No. So Shimanto is up here. And the 321, where is that? Okay, let's get the directions. The direction to Shimanto is to northeast. Yeah. And this is the road to Tatsukushi. So where's the 321 then? No, there's lots of... Oh, here's the 310. Yeah, as I suspected, the Ashizuri Cape is down there. Now, so we have rice paddies. Ashizuri Mizaki City Center. This must be Ashizuri Mizaki. No. Underwater Observation Tower. Aquarium. Oof. Ashizuri Misaki. But we want a 321. And the 321 is up here. And we want Tatsukushi, which is off to the west. We could be here. Tatsukushi is over there. Northeast. No, that doesn't quite match. Does it? Still, though. Here we go. See, all the stuff ends. On the east side of the road, we have that thing. And then we have that thing down there. And let's see. So if we backtrack where we went, we got buildings real close here. We got the blue, which probably is this thing. We got a self-service thingy. We got this diagonal little road, and we got that blocky structure, which is that one. Okay. Right. So we are somewhere. Southeast. I'd say it was somewhere here. It should be crossing a small river. And this looks like it. Except that's off to the northeast, which is not the correct direction. So that is not the correct bend. But, well, still, let's see. So, I thought I saw a house here, yes. Okay, so that might actually be that house. Is there a small building or shack down here somewhere? That looks like it might be a small shack. Okay, so that suggests that that is the stretch we're on. Let's see. We can cross a small river here. Yeah, here we're crossing the river. This is the river crossing here. Then we go on to Shimizu Recycling. Okay. And we are just as this bend up here starts. This is another one of those that I am prone to miss. Because as far as my eyes can make out, well, it should be around there. Or here. Or here. So let's just put it in the middle here and say that we're here and cry about being wrong. Okay, good. Oof. That was pretty hard work, actually. Now that one had me really stumped. That's a shame that look at these other rounds. It's like 1 meter, 1 meter 0, 4. 99. So yeah, well, it was still an interesting run. Yeah, I much like that. Except that second round. You can have that for free. So yeah, that is Kōchi-ken in Japan, our first Japanese route. And I hope that was enjoyable in some ways. And yeah, I'm still glad that you're with me here on A Tiny Dot in Space, and I hope you will join me for the next episode when that comes up. Until then, bye-bye.